It's great to have you here, Léon, today, talking about software.
Thank you. It's really a pleasure to be here. It's a very nice environment, and you can really see that this pushes innovation for openBIM. I think what I really like about the ACCA solutions is that they understand the integration of the different parts of the technical roadmap. So having the ability to define client requirements, having the ability to validate them, but also even having one of the first solutions as an example of this BIM Extender, where you use the BSDD and the efficiency to enrich your data in a very effective way, keeping the information consistency. Really excited to see that full workflow covered by the different ACCA products.
Well, perfect. Let's see this in action.
Looking forward.
We are going to look at how the use of open standards, tools and services can bring openBIM workflows to life. Let's start with the use case from ANAS, Italian stakeholder for public roads and bridges, and how, thanks to the use of the IDS standard from Building Smart, from using papers or PDF, they can now instead specify their requirements in an open and machine-readable format. Such requirements can be defined and exchanged with the use of the IDS standard and a tool that helps in their definition. Here we can see how the stakeholder is able to specify the required level of information needs for their models and share them to others thanks to the open IDS standard. What this means for the client is that now, every time they require an IFC model, they also share their data requirements in the IDS format. Tools that make use of this standard are very important, as they can help both the client and the modeler in their flow. The modeler can use the IDS in the modeling phase and be sure that the model will contain the required information. The client, on the other hand, can use the very same IDS for defining requirements and checking of the model, all in an automatic way.
So it's a two-sided medal. Also, the clients get pushed to make better requirements of openBIM.
Yes, and this is a good thing, as will allow for the use of the openBIM at its best, with so many benefits for the clients and stakeholders, as well as for the end users. This example is showing a tool that, starting from any IFC model, can edit and enrich it with the information specified in the target IDS. As always, every time communication is needed between the parties, this can be done with the use of the BIM collaboration format, BCF. The IFC models, or any other document or file, can also be exchanged with the use of the Building Smart Open APIs, which allow seamless exchange between common data environments and clients, so that each actor can use different tools while being connected with each other. As we understood so far, BIM is about information, but keeping data quality high is difficult. The Building Smart Data Dictionary is a service from Building Smart that brings a set of helpful solutions. It is the single entry point for all levels of agreements, standards, national classification systems, and so on. Tools that use this service, like the one we are looking at, allows, for example, to enrich IFC models with the information contained in the BSDD, allowing the users to have a standardized workflow to guarantee data quality. Here we see an example of an IFC model that we downloaded from another CD and that is being enriched with the use of the BSDD. In particular, we classify objects and assign properties with the use of the ETIM domain, an international classification standard for technical products.
Yeah, I also really like the fact that you're paying so much attention to the details of adding the references to the BSDD into the IFC file, for example. So those are the things that end users don't notice, but is extremely important for their future digitalization.
Exactly. The reference to the BSDD is very important, as this allows the IFC model to be connected with the standards contained in the BSDD, which in turn are connected to other standards as well, also thanks to the use of linked data. And last but not least, the BSDD can also be combined with the IDS standard for even more powerful workflows.
It's already an impressive workflow, but there's indeed still more to come as well.
Yes, I definitely agree. And also, for any further editing of the model, we have tools that operate directly on the IFC open format, as we really believe that the IFC is not just a static snapshot in time of the built asset, but a dynamic model that evolves over time. Here in particular we can see an example of how we can move around some objects and assign new properties. Here we are adding a new property set to the entity. And also we will add some properties with their values as well. Here we are adding another property. Here we see that the IFC model is updated in real time. We can then open the model in other viewers, showing the added informations and the entities that we have just moved. Here we can see the classification that we used of the ETIM domain and also the properties that we have just added to the model. Or we can upload the model on another CD in order to continue with another open data workflow.
It's really nice to see how you make such a complex technical topic so easy for the end users. I think that's why it's so exciting to visit the ACCA offices. There's a lot of advanced technology, but presented in a very simple way for end users.
Well, thanks for the compliments, and it's our pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.